in such a cynical fashion as our country balkanizes, ardent patriots will stay. And like Mr. Madsen said, stay and fight. I just quoted you before, Alex, saying, what's the point of fighting if you don't fight all the way?
Well, listen, I want to be clear. I've just had the larger discussion because I'm actually at the level of people they're going to purge. They intend to. And so I'm having a discussion with people so they can realize how serious this is. And I said at the end of the discussion an hour ago, or more than an hour ago, that I intend to fight on to the end, whatever the cost may be, and basically paraphrased the Churchill speech. But at the same time, then I think, is that the wrong strategy? It wouldn't be giving up on America. It'd be like if I was French and the Nazis took over and I ran to England for 3 years and then came back with the resistance. It wouldn't mean, run away, live to fight another day. I'm saying my gut tells me you're staying. My cerebral cortex tells me, run with the rebels, and regroup to take on the Death Star later. So that's what I'm saying, sir. And so that's the larger discussion. But I hear what you're saying.
Not all people have enough money to flee, and those are the people that are going to be the true patriots shedding blood for this country, and that's what it's all about.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was saying that the true patriots are going to be the ones that don't have money to leave this country, and those are the true patriots that are going to shed blood for this country. That's what it's all about.
Well, listen, I've been here, and I wear a lot of hats, and I go out in public without bodyguards and the whole 9 yards. So I'm not afraid of killing people or being killed. I just see all the angles. They want to have a civil war if they can pull it off and blame us properly. So I'm on the air trying to stop a civil war from starting while explaining if one begins that they're the ones that are behind it and they're illegitimate. So you got to know in war, it's always been mainly information or what they call propaganda. So I'm in a truthful war against the propagandist to point out who they really are. We're the most important component in this fight. If they start trying to purge everybody, it's on. My big thing is the average military and cops are just compartmentalized fools. It's not going to hurt the New World Order to kill them, even though people are going to be forced to. I just hope everybody knows who's behind it, because that's who's going to be in Europe sitting out of the fight while we kill each other like a bunch of morons. I hear you, and I appreciate your call. Wayne Madsen, in closing, what do you say to that and the attempts to demonize the proto-Tea Party, the Liberty Movement, the Pentagon training for it, the governor of New York saying if you're a gun owner, basically a Christian, get out of my state? I mean, they do want to come after the real Tea Party. They do want to have a civil war. They say their main enemy is the returning veterans. Why do they see the libertarians as the only enemy?
Because it's divide and conquer. They want to, it's us versus them, and them are the people of this country. I've been involved out here in Seattle and helping to feed homeless people. You talk about a group that's organized. These people survive on the street, and their biggest threat, they always have a threat from the cold weather, the rain, but the biggest threat is from Department of Homeland Security thugs that come around and rouse them out of where they're sleeping, trying to get a few hours.
Yeah, I saw that in the news. They now have federal police in almost every major city, and all they have to do is be mean to homeless people.
The Department of Homeless Security, I guess, is what it is now. Why do people put up with this kind of thing? The people who are the most defenseless being harassed by these thugs who actually look at these people who they could easily be those people themselves. These people got injured on the job in some cases, couldn't get workman's comp. They exhausted their unemployment. They had no other choice.
And a lot of times they're somewhat whacked out. If I spent a week on the streets, I'd be whacked out.
Yeah. Most of them I encountered were not, they were not drunk. That maybe 15% you could say were on drugs or drinking, but most of them are.
No, most of them I found are guys that their wife divorced them. They went bankrupt because of child support. Yeah. And now they've got bad credit and can't get an apartment. And they're just totally freaked out and broken. I talk to homeless people all the time, and most of them now are broken men.
But these are the people who
and veterans
know how to survive. And I'll tell you, I would want those homeless people on my side if it ever comes to where we have to challenge these authoritarian powers. They've been out there. They know how to survive. They know what they're doing.
Wayne Madsen, thank you so much. People can find your new ebook on your website, thewaynemadsenreport.com. Thank you, my friend, my fellow Liberty lover, we'll talk to you soon.
Good to be with you, Alex.
Be with Wayne Madsen. We'll be right back with our next guest and your phone calls as well. Stay with me.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
When you need it the most, will your generator, power equipment, or vehicle be ready? Gas and diesel fuels go bad quickly when stored, and more than half of generator failures during disasters occur as a result of expired fuel. PRI fuel stabilizers keep your fuel fresh for when you need it most. Nuclear power stations, emergency service providers, and ships at sea rely on PRI fuel stabilizers. And you can too. Call 888-776-9373 or visit PRIproducts.com to find the dealer nearest you.
In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table, and the results are on record. Reports documented a 15-point IQ increase in areas that had previously been deficient in iodine. Bottom line, iodine is important. Unbound, clean, in a glycerin base. Nascent iodine was the answer for myself and my family. You will find Survival Shield Nascent Iodine exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWars Life Survival Shield Nascent Iodine isn't just for emergencies. I take it every day. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is more dangerous than ever, with 9 million property crimes last year. Crimes are happening every day. Be proactive and protect your home and family. Simply Safe Home Security System helps guard against criminals, thugs, and thieves. Listen, Simply Safe is the absolute best alarm system and company in America today. Here's why. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. It's affordable, no contracts to sign, and is built with the latest wireless technology. Simply Safe protects the ones you love the most, even if a criminal cuts your power and phone lines. When you order today, you'll receive a 10% discount along with a free keychain remote. Don't wait. This offer is only valid through January 31st. Take advantage of this special discount offer at GetSimplySafe.com. That's GetSimplySafe.com. Protect your home and family now at GetSimplySafe.com.
What's making Americans sick and fat? It's too many GMO foods and toxins, destroying our digestive systems, causing poor digestion and suppressed immune systems. A suppressed immune system prevents clear thinking and the ability to fight the corporate and big pharma agendas. Detox now with Pro EM1 from Terraganics. Pro EM1 liquid probiotic is wheat, dairy, and soy-free, gluten-free, and made with all non-GMO, certified organic ingredients. Pro EM1's power is based in good bacteria, live microbes, and all their metabolites, including vitamins, amino acids, and enzymes that support a healthy digestive system, suppress pathogens, and eliminate toxins. Pro EM1 is the key to your digestive health. Order Pro EM1 Daily Probiotic Cleanse at Terraganics.com, spelled Terraganix.com, or call toll-free 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Also available through Amazon Prime. Pro EM1 from Terraganics. Life's getting better.
I see Gunther from California wants to talk about nuclear fallout, Fukushima radiation. And we'll be taking your calls before this hour ends. Well, we've got the guy on to talk about that who's been tracking it for years. And I appreciate him coming on. Jerry Peterman, FukushimaUpdateReport.com. He began his professional engineering career in TV radio in the 1960s, and he left television and radio to begin a 14-year career in nuclear physics. And he invented the first microcomputer, MicroLED 1, changed the standards for lead-in paint detection, lead-in paint detection, the prevention of childhood lead poisoning. He worked to craft and lead the paint health standards legislation. The owner of his own nuclear laboratory, Warrington Labs, located 4 miles north of, I'm not going to go over the entire stuff that he's done. He served 14 years as state Texas licensed radiation safety officer and health security officer. I'm not going to go over it all. But he comes on with us today this is a short segment, long segment coming up, to break down really how bad Fukushima is with all the wreckage now arriving on the West Coast, where he thinks it's all going, the other leaking reactors all over the world. It's like the government doesn't care anymore. They just there's no standards. I mean, here's an example of this, and we're going to him. I've got 2 articles here. Obama's ambassador to Norway knows nothing about Norway, and then brags about how he knows nothing about Norway. And there's a video of this, nominee to be next ambassador to China, quote, "I'm no real expert on China." I mean, you're supposed to hire people that have lived their whole lives living there, studying it. I mean, and that's what the British defense expert said last week. He said, these people basically know nothing up there. They just know gangster stuff. And that's what I'm saying. They're in control, but they do not know what they're doing. And I think that's part of the problem with this elite, is that just like Rome and other civilizations that became corrupt, in 410, as the Germans and the Vandals were approaching, when they finally destroyed Rome forever, they said, you know, the barbarians have run over our military, they're 40 miles away, and they said, bring in more slave girls. Throw more people to the lions. And they said, they're going to kill everybody. You've got to organize some emergency, defend the city. They just couldn't do it. They were too busy throwing their political enemies to lions. And I'm telling you, folks, that's where we are. 3 minutes till break. I want to go to our guest, Jerry Peterman. Jerry, what is the state, as somebody who's watched it like nobody else, of Fukushima? What are we really facing?
Denial, denial, denial. Let's spend more money on the Olympics than taking care of our own people. Let's have absolutely no sense of humanity. We don't care about our own kids. Even our own government changed the radiation level acceptability when it started showing up on the shores a few weeks after it happened. I come back to what was said during the McCarthy era, when they asked Senator McCarthy, have you no shame? These people have none.
How bad's the radiation? I know you track all the radiation detectors in the nation that are hooked into the internet.
It's bad. It's going to cause some deaths in the United States over a long period of time. We have a situation where 3 out of the 4, for certain 3 out of the 4 reactors have experienced the China syndrome kind of thing, where the cores have melted down through the base concrete in the buildings. It's so great that some of the core material was thrown as much as 2 kilometers away. That material has gotten in the ocean. That material has been plowed under by bulldozers. It's a willy-nilly kind of a effort out in the Fukushima area. Seemed to be without regard to the humanity of the Japanese people. Then they go further by passing laws saying you can't even talk about it. But we're going to have the Olympics.
That's right. As you know, 2 weeks ago, they passed a martial law edict where you can't talk about the radiation levels in Japan. And, of course, it's the mafia openly running Japan. It's the same deal. It's mafia government. And these mafia people, whether they be in the U.S. or Japan, they just think their baloney trumps reality.
I found here lately, I was on another program with Ernie Gunderson, and now, in the last 2 weeks, everybody's attacking Gunderson. They're saying, oh, he has no credentials. Oh, you got to do this, got to do that. And they're beginning to be scared because people don't buy their baloney anymore. And I'm suspecting that some of these really, really outlandish claims of we're going to, fry eggs on the beach because of radiation, are actually misinformation.
Stay there. I want to hear about that.
We're
Tell me
on the
about that.
march.